So hopefully I haven't just been repeating myself over and over again, but it seems like after 10 minutes and now, 40 minutes or however many uh, minutes has been for these videos to add up, um, after a while I kind of start forgetting what I said, or I have so much to say and um, then I can't think. I mean, just like right now, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna say? But anyway, so as long as I made sense and I got through all the other ones, um, this is senior ranking officers number one of the two different sets of three that they released, and I have two of the others, but this is the one set, two of each of the others. That's hard to say, right? Or is it just me? But anyway, this one, I actually have three of them. One here, and then, of course, that one back there. Now, why do I have three of these and only two of each of the others? Um, well, originally I had just bought two, and my spouse, for their job, goes around um, all over the state of Washington, and so every once in a while, I'm like, well, will you check this store? Will you check that store? And then um, went on a visit um, out of state and asked, okay, if you see this figure, please let me know. And so um, they found a hawk, but because that's what I was looking for at the time, I was looking for General Hawk. And I guess we'll say that this comes with Duke, J. Joe Hawk, and then Grunt. Um, but before we go into the whole Hawk story, I'll say most people aren't too happy with this Grunt. I don't know if this is actually Sergeant Flash's head that they just kind of painted a little 5 o'clock shadow, it looks like, kind of beard on him. So I'm not sure that too many people are very happy with this being a Grunt. I don't believe we've actually gotten a truly accurate, or I don't even know if he's really that well known of a character, though. I think he's one of the original 13, though. So, but for some reason, when I think of Grunt, I always think of the one from the 1990s or 1991 series, because he was there's that one episode with the evil Cobra computer or something, that Grunt. But anyway, so that's the only connection I really have with Grunt. So now that I'm thinking, this is probably more based on the figure from the original 13. So anyway, I was looking for Hawk, and of course my spouse, not being a collector, did not know what Hawk I was looking for. So they found this and they brought it home, and I should be happy. I got a Hawk, but I already had two Hawks. But again, someone was willing to go look, and that's not always easy for people that aren't into G.I. Joe. But this was the Hawk I was looking for. So eventually I found him, or one or two of them, and then I was looking for the single card Hawk, and maybe I should have said that. Maybe I didn't say that. And of course, just trying to be helpful, saw the Hawk, so they grabbed this one. But so anyway, I think that's pretty much it with the 3 packs. So I think we need to go back up. I'm trying not to step on anything that's all over the floor. And we have 3 of these. I'm thinking that's just because probably went to the store quite a bit, and sometimes when I don't find something, in my opinion, I'm kind of bad, and I still get something that I probably already own. Trying to stop doing that too much, though. But this is, again, I believe, a mold or a retrofitted mold um, for the vamp, because the vamp has been used so many times and been changed so many times. And in fact, as long as everything goes uh, as planned, we have a new vamp coming out either this year or next year for the Pursuit of Cobra. But that one, I believe, looks a lot different than any vamp that we've ever had. But this is the vamp with double clutch, and there he is. But again, he's unfortunately got those Duke arms, and for most people, you probably already know what I mean when I say the infamous Duke arms. But again, just in case you're just somebody that's just casually come across this video, the infamous part about the Duke is that arms is that they say it's a Chinese factory mistake, but they put the slit for the wrist right in the middle of the wrist. And normally, if you have a figure with gloved hands, it's no biggie because the slit is usually right where the end of the gloves in, so it looks fine. Or they'll put and I have to actually put this down, or they'll actually put the slit up by the cuff, and the whole forearm will twist. So the fact that they put it right in the middle of the arm just kind of messes up the sculpt in a lot of people's opinions, and even in mine, it doesn't look that great, especially when we know how they should, or in our opinions, how they should correctly do it. So that's kind of a bad blemish. But anyway, 3 of those. And then, of course, I only have one of these because the money was tight at the time. But if it wasn't, I definitely would have got more. But again, with the room that I'm kind of limited to, this is the Conquest X30 with Python Patrol Viper. And that's him right there. And again, they did mark it down. It went from originally being $24.99 to $17.48, and I think some people even found it for much, much cheaper. So this X30 has been remolded many times, but this is probably the first time, if maybe the second time, but in G.I. Joe's history that it's been redone. So definitely a cool one, and I wish I had more than one, so maybe someday. And then, again, trying not to step on anything, we'll go to the comic pack here, and probably have a few of these, but again, everything seems to be hiding. But I know I probably opened one of these already, but this is the comic pack with Duke and Red Star, and then you get the exclusive comic inside, which thankfully I believe they show you in the back what issue it is. It is issue number 6. But the thing with these comic packs is sometimes they release them with reprints of comics, and then sometimes they released them with new. And this, I think, when it just shows the one comic by itself and it says number 6, it's not a reprint. So then you get the description of what the comic's about, the 25 years, but yeah. So anyway, there's that. And then I know I opened this one as well, and we have Dreadnought Torch, Dreadnought Gripper, and definitely awesome that they released them. I think the only one they didn't do of the Dreadnoughts was Monkey Wrench, but they did re-release him, but I don't think he was as accurate as these ones are. But anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Alright, Thanks for watching.